Morning time pirates. How are you this morning? I'll have to see if my dash cam picked it up, but we had a situation in traffic on the way home. So I'm hoping that my dash cam picked it up because I need to make sense of it. So let's see. I'm also trying to get my timer up. Do. Okay. I think we got it. I am going to do that and minimize this. Let's see who all is here and what we're doing, what we're getting up to, and then we will we'll go from there. I think I want to use him today. Oh, I don't have that one yet. Okay. I'll do it later. We're going to use him. Kitchen. Eating. Okay. Let's see who all is here. Swank is here with the days. Howdy, everybody. Happy World Goth Day. Oh. Happy Buy a Musical Instrument Day. And happy World Being You Day. I could totally do that. And happy Sherlock Holmes Day. Ooh. If only I knew where my copy of Sherlock Holmes was. I could read a book about I could read Sherlock Holmes. It is in my solarium somewhere. Molly says, I am so wearing black today and buying my goth planner today. There you go. Ren is here. Hello, hello, everyone. Swank says, Konnichiwa, Molly. Molly, oh, and I'm going to get a violin off of Temu and relearn how to play, but not today. Oh, that's not a bad idea. I used to play the violin, and that went south, so I haven't played in years. I should find a violin. Swank says, hola, Ren. Ren says, listening to Empire of Storms today. Ren, hey, Swank. Molly says, and maybe I will be me today. I'll have to think about it. You have to think about being you? Who else would you be? Ren says, I'll be me today and someone else tomorrow. There you go. You guys are funny. Molly, hopefully there'll be no murders nearby that I have to solve, though. Ah, Sherlock Holmes, yes. Molly says, hi, Ren and Alicia. Swank says, hey, a straw in a cup with a lid can be a musical instrument. This is very true. Ren says, hey to Molly. Molly says, this is true, and a good thing, too, because I just realized that I can't play violin until my rotor cuff heals. Sigh. Well, hopefully it heals quickly. Allie says, hello, everyone. I plan on finishing Cinnamon Bun Cafe by Lori Gilmore. I had to use tools from Let Them Theory yesterday because Dad swerved while driving for no reason other than he wanted to. And Mom just said, deal with it. When you get married, you can't do anything about it anyways. What? What? Do you not drive on your own? This is why I don't sit in the passenger seat. I mean, I do, but that we you can't say things like that because you can't do anything about it anyway. Are we in the 1950s? This would be a 1950s comment. That's a no. No. You don't have to deal with it. Like, you can cuss somebody out for swerving. I've done it. I had a car accident that had a swerving motion. And the next time, one of my friends thought it would be funny to sit there and go like this and swerve back and forth in the van. And I said, don't do that. And I said, if you continue, I will get out the next time you stop because I don't feel safe in a car that swerves after having a car accident that did just that. So, no, you can cuss somebody out. You don't have to just, you can't do anything. Don't get me started, okay? That's the wrong answer. That's all I'm going to say is that's the wrong answer. I don't know if this is important. Hold on. No, that wasn't important. It's those stupid automated scams. And every time I answer so that I can literally tell them, put me on your do not call list. But I am expecting a call from the tile people because they're going to deliver the tile today. So I need to pay attention to my phone. But that was not, okay. So we're wound up today. We're wound up today. And it's Friday. My phone made a weird noise. No, see, I don't like that your parents did that. I really don't. So I'm glad that the book, the Let Them theory, is helping you because you're going to be able to overcome a lot of this. I'll call it nonsense. Oh, I'm so sorry, Allie. Molly says hi to Allie, and Swank says Guten Morgen, Allie. Molly says, for anyone who missed Nicole's sprints last night, we learned about the Too Good to Go program. What is that? I think I might have missed some of her sprints. Because I did go off and watch Vampire Diaries, so I might have missed some. Let us know. Courtney's here. Morning. Swink says, Jumbo Courtney. Jambo. Courtney says, I used to use that app a lot. Good value, Molly. Oh, it's an app? Let me know. Courtney says hi to Swank. Allie says, I medically can't drive at the moment, and Mom loves to rub it in my face constantly, so to speak. That's not nice. That's not nice. I would. That's not nice. Especially since she's your mom. It's not nice. Courtney says, Molly, what's your handle on Discord? I wanted to send you something. I have 2 Mollys saved. Molly says, the long one is She Who Flies with Dragons. And Swank is saying, yes, Molly, please give us your Discord link. And Molly says, and hi, Courtney. Allie says, hi, Molly, and Guten Morgen, Swank. Molly says it's an app that allows you to buy leftovers from nearby grocery stores and restaurants in your area for cheap. Oh, interesting. Allie says hi to Courtney. And Molly says, I'm so glad you were able to apply some of the let them stuff. Me too. I agree. That book is helping you more than you know. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry that you even have to go through it, especially with your own family. I mean, I know family can be hard and sometimes, cruel at times, but that's crossing a line. Ellie says, I was too, and I'm going to read the rest of her books eventually. Yes. Do it. All right. Shall we get into our first sprint? I was already starting to pick the things. We're going to have breakfast in the beginning because I need to get breakfast. And I figured what better little spirit than he's a capybara, but I don't remember what exactly he is. Oh, he's a cappy bun. That's the one we're using, at least for the first sprint. So let's pull up our timer. 45 already set. Perfect. Lindsay is here. Hey guys, hope everyone is well. And Courtney says hi to Lindsay. All right. Allie is saying hi to Lindsay as well. We have our timer. I think in this first sprint, I'm going to get breakfast. I need to check on one thing for my budget because I was doing that yesterday. So I need to check on one thing and that will be done. And then I think I'm going to read 6 of Crow pages. So I'm caught up. Once I'm done that, then we'll figure what else I can get into. Swank says salam, Lindsay. Is that how you pronounce it, hopefully? I work tonight, so about to do a task and then bedtime. I'm exhausted. Well, I hope you have good sleep, Courtney. And thanks for popping in. Courtney says happy sprinting. And Swank says good sleep, Courtney. Yes. All right. I'm going to go ahead and start that comment and we'll go ahead and start our first sprint. And I will see everyone back in 45 minutes. We're supposed to be doing 30 minutes, yes? And Allie says, happy sprinting, Courtney, and hope you have a good night at work. Islam is Persian. Ah, yeah, I probably butchered it then. I'm sorry. I'll Google it. All right, 30 minutes. Let's go ahead, first sprint, and I'll see you back in 30. Ouch. Hello, hello, welcome back. How did everybody do on that sprint? I got breakfast and I let Isis out on the patio. So she's a happy cat. And I did not have any phone calls. So nothing. Tile is supposed to be delivered today anywhere from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. But they're supposed to call within the hour, like an hour prior to when they make the delivery. Does that make sense? So I'm just sitting here waiting, and I'm praying that they don't try to come when I'm picking the kids up from school. So, in theory, once husband comes back from the office, he should be here. So hopefully that will cover all, like, if I have to leave, he's here, and if he has to leave, then I'm here, that type of thing. So, and then I did do the budgeting stuff that I needed to do. So that's done. So now I can move on to reading 6 of Crow pages in the next sprint, which I will bump up to a 45-minute sprint. Let's see what you guys got up to. And I know we had a couple of people come in. That was our last comment. So we had Lauren come in. Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, Lauren. Let us know what you're reading or working on. I wish I could silence my phone, guys. I'm sorry. But I have to have this making noise. Otherwise, I won't hear them when they call or send a text message or whatever. And the thing is I don't know if they're going to text me or call me or if they're going to call my husband. So far, they've been contacting him, but if they can't get through to him, then I am the secondary. So it's very, very just stick to one person, please. I wish they could, like, just shoot a text to both of us at the same time, but I'm sure they can't do that. That would be too efficient, I guess. But yes, let us know what you're reading or working on. Hopefully my phone won't go crazy. Swank says you could do 45. It's your sprints. I know, but I'm trying to stick to the tradition of what we've been doing. But I will bump it up to 45 because I think 45 is going to be good for the next 2 sprints. Jen says, good morning, pirates. Catching up on a show during this first sprint. And then who knows? I'm off work for the next 5 days, so who knows what I'll get into. Let us know what show you're watching. And yay for days off. Whatever will you do? I will switch to 45, and then, yeah, that was me telling Swank that we'll do the 45. Me saying good morning to Jen and to enjoy her time off. Me saying good morning to Lauren and welcome in. Then we had Jean. Jean was there, and I said good morning. And Christina is here. Morning, Alicia. Good morning. How are you? Molly says hi to Lindsay, Lauren, Jen, and Christina. Molly says, hey, they made a readathon for us. Say what now? Who did? Let me go to, so I can click the link. Wonderathon 4. The Pirate Wonders Readathon announcement. That is what that link is to. I have it open on my computer, so I'll have to check that out. I don't think it's necessarily for us, but it is pirate themed apparently. Very nice. I'll have to see what that is. I don't know if I know that one. Lizzie's Literary Life. I am not subscribed to it, so I'll check it out. Thanks, Molly, for the link. Christina says, hi, Jean, Jen, Swank, Allie, Lauren, Courtney, Lindsay, Molly, and Ren. All the hellos. We love it. Christina is doing our morning PSA. Remember to hydrate, feed thyself, save progress, laundry, take meds, stretch, and show some love to the like button. Also, make sure you sub and ring the bell so you hopefully get notified. Yes, please, and thank you. We appreciate all the love and support in our community. Molly says, if anyone wants to participate, let me know here or in Discord and we can request the same team. Interesting. When is this readathon taking place? Because I know with summer coming up, we are going to be busy bees. So it just depends on when and for how long. Made it to 65% into Empire of Storms. Nicely done, Ren. Lauren, I'm working from home, so I'm just working and maybe I'll play an audiobook or read a physical book in between working. Happy Friday, everyone. Ooh, very nice, very nice. Swank says Gira, Jen, and Lauren. Susan is here. Good morning, all. And Susan says, Alicia, do you usually have this many sprints? This has been awesome. So no, I don't. Normally I just do the sprints on Sunday mornings, and then I do the sprints on Wednesday evenings for 100 Pages Book Club. However, because I go through and do Morning Time Pirates with Kelly, even though she hosts them, I co-host, and then when she has like a book convention or she has to go out of town, I typically take over so that we can stay consistent and do our writing sprints every morning. So Kelly is doing the book convention. She did it yesterday and today, and then she'll be back on Monday. Although I know Monday is Memorial Day, so I think she said we're still doing sprints. I hadn't heard otherwise, but yeah. So I kind of fill in when she's doing the book cons and things, just so we can stay consistent. Because if we're writing, then we write every day. We steal this time so that we can write on our stuff, or read, or be productive. However you choose to spend your sprints. For me and Kelly, we should be writing, but we have been a little distracted lately. Mainly me, but Kelly is with us. Swank says, hello, Jean and Mama. Allie got to page 381 in Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. I should finish next sprint. Ooh, very nice, very nice. Hopefully you're enjoying the read. Susan says, just rose and having a cup of tea, sorting out my day. I need to do that. I need to write my to-do list for today. And I need to figure out, I'm trying to figure out a way that I can start separating the books that I'm going to unhaul that are not going back into the library once we get the bookshelves back in. So I know it'll be a little bit. I'm hoping that if the tile is delivered today, then it has to acclimate for 3 days. That gives it, depending on when it's delivered today, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, because they probably won't work on Monday. And then maybe we can schedule something next week or the week after. And then I can slowly start building bookcases and putting my room back together. I'm so excited. We're one step closer, but not like I can't see the end of the tunnel yet. So I need to sort things because it's got to go. It's got to go back to its home. Allie says hello to Christina and Susan. Swank says ciao, Susan. Ciao. I heard a vehicle. I was looking to see if it was anything of importance. Lauren says, I'm so excited for the long weekend. I'm not excited that it's raining this weekend, but it does make for a great reading weekend. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, we had some rain last night, and Like it came out of nowhere. And I was like, okay, cool, it's raining. And then the rain got harder. And I was just like, oh. And then I was laying in bed and the wind and the rain kind of woke us up. And I was like, oh, hopefully we're not. Because usually June starts our hurricane season. So we go from June to November. So, and I was hoping that it wasn't going to start early. I'm hoping, cross fingers, knock on wood. However, I hope we don't have any hurricanes or even like big hurricanes this season, but we'll see. But I say, if it is raining, that is a great reading weekend. So if you have anything to catch up on, this weekend is the weekend to do it. Allie says good morning to Jen. Molly says you know them. Aaron? I know them. Are we talking about this? What? Who do I know? I know them. I'm confused. Clarify, please. Molly says, agreed, Lauren. June. June might not happen if it's that soon. We'll see, because I have a lot to catch up on. A lot. Swank says, crap, that's right. No mail or trash pickup on Monday. Yes, because Memorial Day, a lot of municipalities and things like that, mail and whatnot, will not be picked up, delivered, that kind of thing. So, 2 weeks? What is 2 weeks? Susan says, thank you for explaining that. You're welcome. Swing says, it's because we're addicted to the morning sprints. We are. We love doing morning sprints with our coffees and contemplations and our writing and our reading. We do. We love it. Lauren says, where are you from, Alicia? I'm from Rhode Island. I live in Florida. I am originally from Maryland, but I have lived all over. So if you try to pinpoint an accent, you won't be able to. Because I have lived in Maryland. I've lived in Alaska. I've lived in here in Florida. I've lived in Germany. I have lived all over. So, but yeah, I'm originally from Maryland. I was born there, and then family moved all around. And now I live in Florida. Yes, Swank is right. I can tell you, I live in the Tampa area, but so I'm not too far from all the theme parks. Which reminds me, I need to see if Epic Universe still has availability because I would like to go as part of my birthday. Because my birthday week is next week. So we're doing some celebrations within reason. Lauren says, gotta love voice text. Sorry. No worries. And Molly says, good morning, Susan. Okay. I'm going to make our timer bigger. We're going to switch it to 45 minutes. And has everybody... We've eaten breakfast here, so let's change it. Do we want to stay in the kitchen, or do we want to move to a different space? Agent T is here. Hi, Ashley. Who is Ashley? No Ashley. I don't think there's an Ashley. Is there an Ashley in the chat? And he says, just kidding. Hi, Alicia. Hi, Agent T. And Alicia is addicted to Old Bay seasoning. Yes, because I'm from Maryland, everything is Old Bay. I have found Old Bay goldfish. I put Old Bay on my eggs and my corn on the cob with butter. It is delicious. Hanjambo, Dr. T. Hopefully I pronounced that. 45 minutes already? What? Train. Hi, Agent T. Oh, she wants the train. Got you. All right. There is the train. We can change the background and we can change the spirit if you so wish. Otherwise, the capybara there is sleeping. Agent T says hi to Christina. Now listen here. I have no idea how to pronounce that. There's no... Agent T says hi, Swank. I'm not going to butcher that one. I'll look it up. You said you were once called Ashley. Yes, I did. I did. And I didn't expect you to do it. Christina says, I guess the 30 is only a guideline. We do. But Swank said we could do 45 because I originally had it set for 45. And I was like, oh, that's not right. So we're going to give you a little bit more time this time because I have a few things that I want to get done. And I think it'll take me most of the 45. I just typed random letters. Oh, gosh. I'm glad I didn't try to pronounce it then. Swink says, use duck. You want the little ducky? This little one? Do we want to change his color? Looks like I haven't gotten a lot of his colors. Aw, he can do a little galaxy duck. That's cute. We have duck. Okay. So train and duck. We're all set. Let's see what colors duck has. Blue with purple. Okay. This one kind of reminds me of Chicken Little. Isn't he cute? Pink with yellow. He almost seems see-through with that jacket. Aw, that one's cute. And then we have this one for Halloween. Cute. Swanky saying, T, smartass. No, yellow. What are you doing on the train? You want that one, Swank? We are picking the location and spirit for the next sprint, and Swank requested the train. Swank says, yeah. All right, so that one, we're on the train. Swank says she's doing microbiology. I mean, I could make it look like she's writing in a book, and that could be microbiology. You want me to go with the goth chick? It is goth day. We could do that. There you go. That's kind of funny. And then if we go back to here, do you want me to change the background that's moving? Because right now we're underwater. But we can change the background. We can be going past the countryside, through the clouds. That's the underwater. Past the city. Outer space. We can go past the lake with the mountains. There's islands. We even have a winter theme. Again, Agent T? I know, but you are reading on the train, writing, sipping? Well, that's what we have figuring out. That's what we're here to figure out before we go to our next sprint. When have I ever been on the train? I don't know. Have you never been on a train? No, I'm actually at the airport. Unfortunately, they don't have an airport one for the thing. Perfect. At the airport pub. Nice. Sunset. Which one was that? Was that this one? Or this one? Lindsay says clouds. Do you do a lot of flying or just like to hang out at the pub there? You guys are having your... I'm just here for the pub. You were at the... Oh, wait. Last time it was a bus. I imagine he does a lot of travel. Could be work-related. All right. So... Yes, Christina, I was so confused at what you were talking about. Christina's laughing. Swank says, so are we. Yep. All right, so we're good on this setting for the next sprint. Well, if this is good, then we'll get started on the next sprint, which will be 45 minutes. See, and I got a... Nope, not important text message. I was like, oh, a text message. Oh, wait. I'm keeping an eye out on my phone today because we should be getting our tile delivered today. I'm so excited. Christina says, I have not got my coffee yet. Get your coffee, Christina. It's coffee and contemplation time. All right. So we're good. I'm going to go ahead and start the next sprint. What activity are we doing? We're writing, typing, sleeping, sipping, reading. I am going to be reading. Maybe we'll read. Oh, look at him, little reading. Swank says, oh no, caffeine virgin. Wouldn't that be someone who has never had coffee or any kind of caffeine? Or are you just talking about because of the day? Christina says, I know, right? Coffee. Coffee. I have mine. I have my coffee. All right. The coffee is in the coffee pot. Being brewed, perhaps. All right. I'm going to star this comment. This will be our last comment before the sprint. Agent T says, I will be getting the long moving vehicle on rails back home during the sprint. The train. Definitely not getting on a train. I think you're getting on a train. All right, so we're all set. Let's go ahead and start our next sprint. And I will see everyone back in 45 minutes. Happy sprinting. Hello, hello. How did everybody do on that second sprint? I got good news. What else did I do? I wrote my to-do list for today, and I'm starting to write my to-do list for tomorrow. But I had to go talk to my pool technician because I was letting him know that we changed out our water system, water softener system. So hopefully he won't see as much iron in the water for the filter, and hopefully that will help eliminate any issues that he has. I also let him know that because sometimes we have to add water when the water evaporates. But we didn't have to add any water, which is usually where the iron comes from. We didn't add water. It did rain a bunch yesterday, so I let him know that, but he said he will add chemical today. And so I talked to him. Then, if you saw me on the phone, that was me talking to my husband. We have a date for the tile installation. So, June 8th is when the tile goes in. I'm so excited because now that we're getting dates, now I can see the progression, and hopefully, cross fingers, everything will be back together by I would like it to be back together by the end of June, but I'm going to say the end of summer. So for us, the end of summer is basically the end of July. And when the kids go back to school, which is early August. So that is my timeline of how I want not only the library back together, but the house cleaned up and back together. Because if you guys know, my house is in disarray and I can't stand it. So I'm hoping that by the time the kids go back to school in August, everything, library, house, everything will be cleaned up, decluttered, and nice and organized, and not in disarray. So we did that, and that was pretty much my sprint. So I didn't get any reading done, which I wanted to do, but things take precedent. Phone calls are happening. Things are being scheduled. And we have to give updates to the pool technician on the pool because we communicate like, hey, this is happening. Maybe we can do this. Or like recently he told me I needed to replace the pool filter. So we replaced the pool filter. I let him know if we add water to the pool, or if it rains, or if we feel like the chemical is off, or if it's getting too gritty at the bottom, because there's a certain way that he has to clean it because our pool is older. They can't just put one of those electric brushes in there to clean it, or vacuums. He has to do it all by hand, unfortunately. So, but we are getting things done today. Today is a productive day. Let's see who all came in, because I saw a couple people came in, and let's see what you guys got up to, and then we'll go into our final sprint. This was our last comment. We were talking about coffee and born again virgins. Because we were talking about it. You're like was it a, Swank said, oh no, caffeine virgin, because Christina had not had her coffee yet. Christina says that really sounds like a train, Agent T. Agent T says it's exactly like a train, but not a train. So, is it like a subway, a metro system? Those are kind of like trains, but not really. And Molly says, Agent T. Molly says, this is what your chocolate sounds like before it is born. I saw that. That was quite interesting. Paula popped in, says, hey, Alicia in chat. Swinging by to love on the like button. Thank you, thank you. And I said hello to Paula. I also put in the link because Paula is sprinting currently for Cookie Mayhem. I think she is still going. Yes, and I don't know if she's done or if she's still going. So we'll see. Kind of looks like she might be ending. So, but quickly, go hug on the like button. And then Christina said hi to Paula, and she said, coffee. I got coffee. And coffee. You know what this reminds me of when you say coffee? If anybody has ever seen the movie George of the Jungle with Brendan Fraser, and he is literally eating like ground up coffee, and he just goes, coffee. That's what it reminds me of. That was me. Yay for coffee. Yes, I have my coffee. I need to finish it because it's slowly getting like not hot. I might have to like microwave it. Kelly popped in. Arg, morning time pirates. I'm stopping by to show some love to the like button before I head off to Comicpalooza. Doors open this afternoon. Hopefully we'll completely sell out. Sending all of the sellout vibes your way. Hopefully today goes smoothly and is everything you want it to be. Susan says, Kelly just subscribed. We love it. Cynthia is here. Hi, Alicia. Long time no see. Glad to be here. Well, glad that you are here and ready to join us. I mean, you could join us anytime, but you know what I mean. That is my pool technician leaving. I don't know if you heard that chime. This is me saying hello to Kelly, and hopefully everything goes smoothly today. Yes. Me saying hello to Cynthia and asking how they are. And Christina says, hi, Kelly. Have fun today. Hi, Zafo. Hi, Cora. Hi, Benny. All the hellos. Swank says, hola to Paula. And bonjour to Kelly. Susan says, visited with my brother, planning to listen to Murder on the Rocks by T.E. Kinsey. My pool guy left and my husband came home. I was like, who's in my driveway now? It's the husband. Good. That means he'll be here if the tile people come and I'm not here. Swank says, ciao, Cynthia. Cynthia says, hi, Alicia. Good to see you. It is good to see you as well. Allie says, I have less than 100 pages left of the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore on page 248. Ooh, you got this. You got this. Totally finish it today. Cynthia says, hi, everyone. Molly, so I have to take my cat to the vet because she is being antisocial, and I'm not sure she has pooped. Uh-oh. I hope everything is okay. I hope everything turns out okay. Keep us posted. Ren says, made it to 73% of Empire and of Storms. Nice. Molly says, Paula is wrapping up. That's what I was wondering, because I saw that she was there. And it looks like she just finished the outro. So, who is next? Jen from Pacing Through the Pages. I will post her link unless you guys beat me to it. But we can go and say hello there as well. Swank says, Molly, that chocolate sound, this was so cool. Yes, right? Who knew chocolate had a sound? Swank says, yes, be a sellout. We hope that she sells out of books, Swank, not a sellout. Oi. But yes, we hope she sells out of all the books. She was like, think. Ren, yes, money. Yes, we send all of the sell out books and money vibes. I read that one. All right. For the last sprint, do we want to switch locations or spirit? Or do we want to stick with the same? I beat you to it, in theory. LOL. Well, I mean, if you're trying to post the link, you never know because Christina might beat me to it. I was thinking I'll post it in the first sprint or the next sprint, but if someone beats me to it, then they beat me to it. But what I can do is I don't see any other comments, so this is where all of my tabs come in. Done. So there is Jen's link for cookie sprints. Go and say hello, boop the like button. And Swing says same is cool. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and put our final sprint banner because this will be our final sprint. Let me make sure there's no other comments. I don't see any, so we'll start Swanks. And I'm going to go ahead and put us into the final sprint. And I will see you guys back in 45. Happy How did we all do on that final sprint? I can honestly say that I'm quite frustrated because I planned on reading that sprint and I got no reading done. Pool technician left, husband came home. I talked to him, then he needed to find a certain, what do they call it? Paperwork. There's a specific name for it, but we'll go with paperwork that you get from the dealership for maintenance. That's a roundabout way, but anyway, so he needed to find that paperwork from the last time that he did it so that he could use the same service technician. He swears up and down he gave it to me. I think it could be buried on his desk and or in a pile of papers that he has. I have been tearing apart every place that I have recently put paper, because I have a lot of paper clutter. Let's be honest. And I need to go through my filing cabinet, discard whatever needs to be discarded or shredded, and then I need to input the stuff that actually belongs in there. And so I have containers and I have a box that has nothing but paper in it. Mind you, it's also not just like important papers, it's the kids' papers, the kids' like school photos, their report cards, like any kind of paper is all in this container and box. And I have gone through the box. You probably saw me going through papers on my desk. I was behind my computer going through the filing cabinet, thinking that maybe I was smart and I put it in the file that it's supposed to go in. It's not there. He has looked on his desk, but I don't think he looked too hard. So that's my next step, is to look on his desk and make sure that he didn't overlook it. But I cannot find this paper. I cannot find the paper. So I'm going to have to find said paper. And my brain hurts. So this is going to be an after lunch problem. So that is what I did for the last 45 minutes. Looking for this damn paper. Can't find it. Might have to call on St. Anthony so that I can find this paper faster. But let's see what you guys all did during that last sprint, and then we will skedaddle and we'll see who is sprinting next. I know that we said Jen is sprinting, so there is her link for Kookie sprints. Let me make sure that we are still... Yes, she is still sprinting. And let me see. Okay, they're in a sprint. They have 31 left on the sprint. So Jen is sprinting for Kookie. This was our last comment. Swank was saying just stick with the same spirit and scenery. So cool. Lauren says, boo, can't we sprint all day? We love hanging out with you. I wish. But I do have to go get the kids afterwards. So, and at some point my tile is going to be delivered. So, I got to deal with that too. But there will be a day where I will plan on just sprinting all day. I don't know when, but it's in the works. Christina put in Jen's link. Thank you. Molly says, yes, cacao are very talkative beans, it seems. If you guys didn't know, Molly earlier up in the chat posted a link that said, this is what your chocolate sounds like before it is processed. Very interesting on how they did it. And Pearl joined it. Hello, she made it. Pearl says, it has been a busy morning. Got ready, ran some errands, and now I'm getting set up for sprints later. Got my iced coffee and journals on the go. Nice. Ooh, Pearl, that reminds me, I have to send you an update because I know Pearl has been wanting me to update her with the library progression. So I have a new update for you, Pearl. Molly says, woo to Pearl. Allie says hi to Pearl. Pearl is saying hi there to Molly and Allie. Me saying hi to Pearl. Susan says, thank you for the sprints. You're so welcome. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Swank says, hola, Pearls. Allie says, I got to chapter 24 of Cinnamon Bun Cafe. And wow, it's so good. Yeah, I need to finish that series. I have all of them up through, I think I have all of them actually. Because I think, is it Daisy Chain Flower Shop? I think is the newest one. So I have all of them. I just have to read them. I read the first one, the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. So I need to continue with the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore and then the rest of the series. I'm trying to think of all the titles and I can't. But I think there's 6 books now, and there's like a novella I think that she's gonna put out. And I can't wait. I'm enjoying it. Swank says finished my study books. Nice, nice. Pearl says hi to me. Pearl says hi there, Swank. Excuse me. Ren says, made it to 75% and chatted with Paula and Jen. Thanks for sprints, Alicia. You're so welcome. I will probably head that way as well. Head over to Jen and Paula. Allie says, thank you for sprints. You're so welcome. Swank says, thanks for sprints. See y'all Sunday and Monday. Y'all have a good one. You as well, Swank. Will you be in Kat's Saturday morning momentum? If so, I'll see you then. If not, I'll see you on Sunday. And then Monday again. Pearl says, I'm on in a couple of minutes. And yay, can't wait to hear. Oh, I'm so excited. So excited. Christine says, thanks for hosting today. Have a beautiful day, Alicia. You as well. Thanks for coming and hanging out. And this is the next Morning Time Pirates, which should be Monday. Kelly should be back. And I hope you guys were... And then Christina says, no, not that on... What? Uh-oh. Did we post the wrong one? This one. Which one did you post, Christina? Ooh, Pearl is live. Let me see if I can get her link real quick. Let's see if Christina beats me to it. Ooh, she's doing Maker Quest sprints. Nope. Nope. Oh, you beat me to it. You beat me to it by a split second. Christina says, here is Alicia's Sunday sprints. Thank you, thank you. It'll most likely be in the empty library, but we'll make it work. We did last week. Christina says, here is Pearl's The Maker Quest sprints now. There's the link for that. And then I posted it as well, trying to beat Christina, but she's so much faster than me. Christina says the first ones were Tuesdays. Oh, I got you. Well, now they have links for both, Monday and Tuesday. Pearl says, thank you. You're welcome. Here, Christina is posting the 4 more Sprinty Fun and Readathon info. There is the sprinting spreadsheet, aka BookTube Bible. Be sure to check out that link, save it, view it. Make sure you check the tabs at the bottom because they post sprint links for every day of the month. So be sure to check the tabs at the bottom because it's every day for the month. Christina says, I sure did. She beat me to it. I am here to help, Alicia. You should know this. I do. But I know that you are a very busy lady. And Lucinda's popping in. I think I missed sprints, but hello. Hello, you did. We are just finishing. But there are a couple of links posted above that you can join in the fun. And Christina says, yep, just getting ahead of myself. No worries, no worries. But with that being said, I am going to go ahead and end the sprints here. Ooh, I got bigger. Hello. I'm going to end it here because I'm going to go eat lunch, try to find that gosh darn it paper that I have no idea where it went. And I will see you guys in the other sprints. I hope you guys have a good weekend ahead. If you're on Kat's Novel Adventures, I believe she's doing Saturday Morning Momentum starting at 9 a.m. Eastern. So be sure to check those out. She's lovely, the ladies there. And Christina has reminded us all to remember to hydrate, feed thyself, save progress, laundry, take meds, stretch, and show some love to the like button. Also, make sure you sub and ring the bell so you hopefully get notified. Yes, please, and thank you. Support all of our little community here. We love it. And I will say, see you guys next time. Have a good weekend and have a good Memorial Day if you celebrate. And I will